suck,
and that's sad.
An
AEW
wrestling
podcast
of wrestling news.
Well, hello and welcome to YSATS X AEW. We are the leading premier AEW podcast that you're not listening to. And tonight, your host Jesse is here with his co-host Matt.
Hi.
TK.
Hello, everybody.
And our producers dropped off the face of the earth.
Yep.
Maybe he'll be back someday. Maybe he won't. We heard from him today,
R.I.P.
so we know he's okay.
Rest in Phil.
Rest in Phil. And we're going to talk about some wrestling, AEW stuff, our non-news stories, because we don't have that Meltzer cred yet, where we talk to people and tweet about things, because we do not tweet about things.
Our first guest should be our good friend Kyle.
Kyle?
We'll have him on for Forbidden Door.
Oh, God. Forbidden Door.
We're just going to talk about anime instead of the Japanese wrestlers we don't know. We'll just talk about our favorite anime.
Unless we talk about Will Ospreay, then
yeah. I mean, we're not going to talk about an Australian cartoon instead of him, right? No, he's English, right? Is he Australian or English?
I don't know.
I think he's English. It's just Aussie Open that's Australian.
Well, Aussie Open, aren't they with Ring of Honor now?
No, they're still New Japan. They're the IWGP tag champs now, actually.
Yeah, and we'll get to them later on.
Yeah, they're obviously working with AEW and
yes.
Tony Khan a lot. So,
and the best friends.
And the best friends. Yeah, they're challenging him for those IWGP titles.
Yeah, that's why I said we'd get back to it.
Can't imagine they're going to be winning that one, but it could be a good match.
Oh, I'd love to see belts on the fucking best friends. Like, just, I wish they'd have got the trios.
Maybe they're going to finally do it. One of them.
Which one?
Maybe.
I'll take either or, I mean, if they want to do the trios, great. Like, if OC lost the title to Buddy or whoever he's going to face next, he's either going to run out of steam with his hand being broken. Is that what they're playing at, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Or,
but I mean, we already...
or it's going to be Buddy again, but I'll take the trios titles on them, or the tag and the best friends. Either or, I love them.
I think we already called what's going to happen with Orange Cassidy last night in our live stream chat that we have.
That he's losing soon?
No, how he's going to start using his left hand.
Oh, he's going to become like Midoriya from My Hero. Yeah.
He's going to become Deku.
Yeah.
Midoriya.
He's going
to wreck his hands.
People.
Does he not do anything with his left hand? I guess I really don't pay that close of attention.
Well, orange punch is always his right hand.
Is it? Okay. Like, other than, pockets and stuff. I know that, but...
Yeah, but it's always the punch with the right hand. So it's like, oh no, he's going to punch with his left hand now. And it's going to blow everybody's fucking mind.
He went 100% with orange for one, and now his hand is busted. So, yeah.
And if he uses it again, his hope will shatter. And he'll never be able to use it again.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor gives him his healing rub downs, and he warned him last time that.
Yeah.
But what special powers could he get from Danhausen?
He can only get cursed by Danhausen. I don't think Danhausen gives special powers. I think he curses people.
Danhausen,
he's like the opposite.
Danhausen gives CM Punk friendship, and that's a special superpower.
And a broken ankle, because he was borrowing Danhausen's boot, and then he broke his ankle.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, he jumped into the the guardrail.
It wasn't because of the boot or anything. It's just funny. Because I think Danhausen Danhausen cracked on social media that he cursed him. He wore Danhausen's boot and he was cursed.
It's funny.
Oh, speaking of CM Punk, we started the night off with a fucking banger with such a good match I missed the first part of it last night. I had to rewatch it today.
We are talking about the Dynamite from April 12th.
2023.
This is probably going to be uploaded at the same time as like our last 2.5 podcasts.
Yeah.
Quick apology. Last week we had things we had to go away. We're not going to try to backtrack. So, we're not going to have an all-encompassing look at all things AEW. We will not be the official historical record, unfortunately. But, listen to what we had, maybe be entertained.
Yeah.
But if we are the official historical record, then I hope everybody hears it one day.
It's just three nerds. 2 are in our basement. 1's in their bedroom. Talking about some of the best wrestling going on right now.
Yeah, the only stuff I'm watching.
It was 2 successful Dynamites in a row. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's been more good Dynamites than bad, like the last
Which is
6 or 7 weeks, I think. Really,
correct.
since that one that you and I
no.
sat out, they've all been pretty good.
My usage of the word successful was I didn't fast forward the last 2, is what I meant.
Oh, nice. I've had fast forwards.
Like
John Moxley's still been on the
successful.
show.
I didn't fast forward the last 2, which to me that's successful. If it's
that's huge, yeah.
If it's 8:55 and I'm like, I'm still watching Dynamite.
Well, you got 5 minutes left at that point.
But like sometimes I tune out at 8:00. It might be 8:20. If a boring match comes on, I'm out of there. I don't want to watch a product if it's not going to entertain me. There's so many other things in this world to entertain me.
There is stiff competition these days.
It doesn't even have to be wrestling. It's just, my queue is always full. There's always something.
For me with wrestling, like the pandemic helped me get back into wrestling because there was nothing live anymore.
It for sure did.
Like there was nothing live.
That's true.
Okay, no sports. That's fine. There's wrestling. It's live. Cool.
All we had is time and home.
Everything else is on demand. I can watch anything I want to almost all the time. You miss a week of wrestling, you're a little bit behind. And you're gonna, you can easily just read up on it and catch up. But
I never fret when I miss wrestling. I just make sure I hit the pay-per-views of the stuff I want to watch,
Yeah.
Because the story beats throughout the week, they're at selling ads and meant to, captivate you, and they're going to recap it before the pay-per-view. So sometimes it's okay to miss. That's why it's like, if you can hold my attention, bravo, you did something successful, whether it was string the right amount of matches together. Yeah.
I will say though, when I hang out with people who don't watch wrestling and we watch the pay-per-views, they see the promos and everything, like the story, what's been going on, they're still confused sometimes. Because there is still a lot more going on than what they show you. But no, it's fun.
And it doesn't help when a lot of the stories just don't make any sense too.
That is true.
Sometimes it's like, wait, they're angry at them because that doesn't. No, you're right. It doesn't make any sense. Now watch them wrestle.
Now watch them slap each other around in their undies.
Yeah, just watch them.
As your youngest said, "Owie."
Ow.
Ow. And my niece said, "Why are they in their underwear?"
Oh, that's funny.
Because they
the first
have
time
to.
I think that's the first and only time, because I was working and living at my parents' house, and I was working in the basement, and she came over to visit my family. My parents would watch her, and she would hide underneath the table behind me when I'm working, and then she'd be like, and I would turn it on, in lulls. Why are they in underwear? I don't have an answer for that.
For fun.
Don't know.
To show off more of their fantastic bodies.
Yeah.
That's
that's Mr. Perfect and Lex Luger.
They're great wrestling skills.
They look great in their underwear.
Oh, and Perfect didn't do the underwear thing though. He always did a singlet.
I was just trying to go old with Lex, and my brain was only thinking of Lex Luthor's glistening body from the 90s. So
Lex Luthor, the bald Superman guy?
Him too.
Oh
Lex,
man,
Lex
his shit.
Luger, the
There-
narcissist,
Oh yeah, he was very
versus Lex Luthor.
When did Luther wrestle for the WWF?
man, the narcissist gimmick worked so well on young me. I hated him so much.
Me too. Just
Like-
bringing that mirror to the ring.
Exactly. And God, who was it? It was Bobby
Rick
the
Rude?
Brain. Bobby
Oh,
the
no.
Brain selling like just how blown away he was by the physique and just like begging for more. It's just amazing. Bobby the Brain was a treasure. That guy was so good, man.
Oh yeah,
He's so
He's
good.
smart too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
quick.
if he was still alive, like had he been a little different time, he would have had an amazing podcast.
I met Bobby the Brain. I forgot about that.
Did you?
I guess he is the big, because I thought it was Dusty, but I met Bobby at an IWA show too. This was like, 2007 Bobby, who was what, 80 something at that point.
Well, he also like,
Rail.
I mean, he got mouth cancer and he basically had most of his face taken off and he couldn't talk for the last
Christmas
several years of
before
his
that,
life.
he was-
And yeah,
Yeah.
That sucks.
He did. It was a meet and greet. He was just there to, I forget what he was doing. It might have been around the same time that Dusty was there.
Probably signing pictures.
I have to go look that up again.
that's cool.
Just like I forgot
Very-
about Road Dogg. You're like, you got these Road Dogg cards signed for me. I'm like, did I? You're like, yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I met Road Dogg?
I heard from somebody that Road Dogg was a better sports entertainer than Bret Hart. I don't know who said that.
I did.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was Road. It was Road Dogg.
Road
who said
Dogg.
I heard that
Road Dogg?
too.
I think it's
That
Road
was
Dogg
crazy.
and Conan. Road Dogg and Conan.
I love the bit that the wrestling bios does whenever Road Dogg's about to do his little DX preamble. He has Brett cut him off with the shut up.
Shut up. Yeah. He just started doing that, didn't he?
The last like month or whatever. It's getting more grandiose each week too. Yeah.
Shut up. Good old wrestling bios.
Yeah.
I'm
That
glad
guy-
it got better for you.
I mean, yeah, I just had to jump to everybody, gets better as they do it more. And he puts out so many different videos, man. Like definitely treats it like a job. I hope he's making a living off it because
What's his view count?
I mean he does good. It looks like he does good. I don't know how many views you
Who
need
is
to
it?
make
I can
a
tell you in
living.
10 seconds what he makes.
Wrestling bios.
I'll look at him real quick for you.
He's probably got a good Patreon base in addition to the
Yeah,
YouTube
he's got-
stuff, but
He's got 345,000 subscribers.
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, and he's got 712 videos.
Well, this is our Wrestling Bios podcast.
Estimated monthly between
Yeah.
$725 and $11K. So it's probably in the middle.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, good for him. He should be able to do it for a living.
Just from YouTube. No, which means when you can like reach that money from YouTube, your YouTube generates. So your content, if it's good, it's like good. I can generate the daily content and do what I like.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a Patreon going too.
Sounds like my roommate.
Yeah, making content, doing it.
Yeah.
Although your roommate can't put his content on YouTube.
We've thought about it. I just have to follow him around with a fucking camera.
Oh, like make a real, like being the effete instead of being the elite.
all
you
his-
could
all
be
his
the
stuff-
effete.
All his stuff
Yeah.
that's rated PG-13 and below would be interesting to a lot of people, even if him just working on cars.
I
Effete. Be effete.
I mean, I can actually see that. People oh, go ahead.
No,
He's got the whole lifestyle thing
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
like a
He's an
behind the
interesting
scenes YouTube
character.
of like
yeah.
of a set going on. There's like 4 people, like that stuff people like to see when it's like so. Yeah, it's been talked about. He can't afford me though.
He can't.
I'm pretty
afford
sure
you.
he can.
He can. He can definitely afford me. What he can't afford is paying off my boss to buy my insurance and stuff.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do it full time, dude.
That's
No.
his part time.
Yeah, you just spend a couple hours.
I don't
a
want
week
to go
on it.
work another job. Wait, I don't have to leave the house. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just it's fun. and you get a piece of it. I'm sure it'll cut you.
I don't
in.
want to hold a camera.
You just hold a phone. You don't even have to hold a camera anymore. Just a phone.
Yeah.
You're already going to be holding it.
No. There's a reason he's got double $4,000 cameras because they record in awesomeness.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
you don't. This is a YouTube
but you don't
video,
need
though.
that for a
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, you do. You do perfect sound. Yeah. Shitty YouTube videos don't want it. Nope.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
you pass up that gold mine. That's cool.
So you need your lighting. You can have your light. Yeah, it's.
come on, you can do the theme song like "Living La Vida Joey, Living La Vida Joey."
No, I'm definitely stealing the Elites theme song and I'm literally going to have them in the background of the song.
the
feet.
the feet.
And then you just put the first 3 numbers of your address as the channel.
123 Fake Street.
Yeah, something like that.
No, his YouTube channel already exists.
Poor guy at 123 Fake Street gets swatted so often.
123 Fake Street, the worst.
Oh,
man.
I have a great idea though. Real quick though.
There's a slot bot out. Go ahead.
I think we should cover Dynamite from 4/12/2023.
When did that happen?
It happened on 4/12/2023.
Wait,
Oh God, how did it start?
Oh, and for our European listeners, that would be 12/4/2023.
Correct.
We're not that far behind where we're doing December shows.
What is it in the Tibetan calendar?
I don't know.
Okay, so
No idea.
boom, Dynamite.
Open strong.
Who goes the Dynamite? Open super strong.
Well, so strong.
Why is
With
Swerve
the-
so good? And this is funny because I felt like it was when did they wrestle? Last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long. It
Yeah,
was a
it was
while
a few
ago.
weeks, like 4 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
Darby and
I felt
Swerve?
Yeah,
Did they do it on Rampage?
I just remember it was their second match.
It
wasn't
might have
on
been a
Dynamite.
Rampage.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
on
felt like the
Dynamite.
safest match Darby has had in months. And he did crazy shit, and it still felt very safe.
That's true. Yeah, there was no like, oh my God, what are you doing moments, but there was still a lot of like, ooh, for that looked great. Yeah, it was
Like
so
when
good.
Swerve, I loved when he jumped off the fucking barricade.
So agile, so good.
He is
So good.
I'm glad he's not like accidentally relegated to being the top heel in Ring of Honor.
I feel like
just like stuck in the back.
I feel like a lot of this episode was kind of, well, not a lot, but I feel this episode was about him.
Yeah, I mean he bookended it.
Yeah, he started, and finished.
He came out with his Red Rooster hood.
Yeah.
Did you see it on this rewatch?
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah, I rewatched it today.
He went full Red Rooster. I don't know what was up with the game, but I like it for like a heel, just kind of being a weird. Swerve's $1 million, man. Like keep Swerve on TV. He's great. I think he's got main event potential. He's great in the ring. He's great persona and personality wise. He's great.
Make him a bad guy and just fucking go with it.
I'd love to see him versus MJF. That heel versus heel could work because they can both look on the mic, so they can do different heels.
That's true. Yeah,
it doesn't even need to be a long
you would risk MJF being the face for the match, though. So I mean, you better be sure you don't want MJF to be the big heel in your company after that.
Yeah,
because by default, people are going to cheer for him.
Even when they were, even like after this match, I know I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but where MJF's just like, quit saying my lines, like quit cheering for me.
Yeah,
it's like, leave me the fuck. You're not supposed to like me.
But he's really good at doing that. He's saying quick one-liners to the crowd to get them.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, sometimes those are throwaways, and I feel like that's a cheap shot for him. That's a low-hanging fruit that's easy to go to. That'd be like every time, Yeah, it's funny though.
He's also surfing the reactions. Like in the moment, he thinks the crowd is too into him, or he doesn't want to reinforce.
Right,
he doesn't want it to be a thing. Yeah. So I mean, the guy's great. The guy doesn't get like locked into his promo and like, oh no, I got to get the words out. Like we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but that kind of happened with Sammy in New Jersey. Like he's still giving his face promo, like you could tell he rehearsed, even though the New Jersey crowd loves MJF. So it was just dead silent and awkward. And at the end, he finally kind of said, like, hey, you guys don't have to like me. Like you could tell he improvised a little, but like MJF would have switched everything around if he had to in that moment. He would have done
and
something.
He can do that too.
Yes. Like, and he's got the instinct, and it doesn't look to a casual observer like this guy is just going over rehearsed shit ever, for the most part.
No.
Sometimes, sure, but it's not bad when it happens.
Yeah, usually you can tell when he's on script or not because his first line will be like, "Balls out, bitches, New Jersey," like that. It's like, I see we don't have a script today.
Every time it rains pennies from heaven. Shooby dooby.
Let's try to finish this first match before our first 40 minutes are up.
I mean, it was a good match. What more do we need to say?
It was a great match.
Great match. Love how Darby had to like win with the roll up.
It doesn't feel cheap when you get real wins in AEW. I love it.
What's the name of his roll up?
There's a name for it.
Sure.
They did. I don't recall the name. Excalibur is, he's spouting out names for everything at 100 miles a minute.
True.
But my minor complaints in the match, it's just like I kind of just like gotta get over. Like I wanted to make it under a 4 for me because just the same shit you always see. Just the dumb ref stuff. Like, hey, we're gonna just throw in a spot where I'm gonna choke you with a chain, and then like the ref can't even bother to find a reason to be distracted. They're like looking at it and just kind of like, hey.
Was that the belt choke?
No, that was a chain, and then the belt came off, and there was a lashing and a choke. But that was another thing where, like, the ref a little bit tried to be like, "Hey," and take it away on that one. So that one wasn't as bad. But like the chain choke was like, guys, come on!" Like, and it was early in the match too. So
like he didn't hit him with it.
Yeah.
He just tried to murder him with it.
That's all. Just
used the
elite. He didn't hit him with it. He used the illegal weapon to do an illegal move with it, which is somehow okay.
That's fine.
But I mean, it was still great despite all that.
Darby bit his foot.
He did. That was a little goofy too, but it's like, yeah, you know what? I think they're trying to get the story over that like Darby is going to go next level and start doing whatever it takes to win because he's kind of getting the little title contender character push. So it's a good story. Yeah. Good for the match. Good story. Great hard hitting match.
Yeah, they're giving
that's
him
the modern style working for me right there, man.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
How many hearts we got on this one?
That was 4. That was
3.95.
4 hearts. Yeah. 3.95 is respectable too.
I didn't have a number, I just said it was great.
And just like the intensity guys have, man. Just Swerve, just looking at his face throughout the match, looking at the way both of them sell stuff throughout, like they're both great.
I want more of them.
Guys. Yeah, I'll take them all the time.
Their lack of verbal communication when calling a match is what makes their matches way better than most people's.
That helps.
Yeah, they just kind of look at each other.
That can really ruin a match for me watching it on TV. Hearing a verbal call for a move, I'm like, I don't know why. It just ruins my immersion.
That's it. Yeah, it just breaks the immersion, and that's totally it. It can, anyways. So yeah, right after that, we rolled into MJF. This finishes the set, the theme. Each of the last several weeks have opened with one of the pillars. 3 weeks ago was Jungle Boy. Last week, Jungle Boy interrupted, which led into a Sammy thing and a mini confrontation. And now this was the Darby thing, where MJF and Darby got to have.
We saw Sammy watching the match.
We
They've
did.
shown
They
that like
keep
each
doing
time,
that.
right?
Each time they've
Mhm.
had that. Yeah. So that's where they're going. Don't know what the match is going to be at the pay-per-view or how they're going to get there, but it's
It's
good.
gonna be a 4 pillars match.
Is Forbidden Door the next pay-per-view?
No,
I think they have all
Out?
no, Double or Nothing,
So
in
Double or Nothing,
Vegas.
what, end of
Yeah,
May?
Memorial Day weekend.
something like that.
Yeah.
So we probably get a 4-way.
That, I mean, I hope it's not that. I mean, I hope it's
4-way
something
elimination.
different.
I like 4-way
Something-
eliminations.
Four-way, I mean, that'd be cool. Something like that would be cool. If they do a four-way, I hope it's not just a straight.
I could see like a variation of like a most pin, like an Iron Man, like most pinfalls.
Oh, like a 4-man Iron Man match.
Something wacky. I don't think they'd go like ladder match or something.
No, it'd be a 4 pillars match where there's 4 pillars on each ring post, and each one has a briefcase above it. And then you get to grab one of the briefcases, and one of them has the title belt.
A Guido
And
on
the
a
other
pole
ones
match.
have random things.
Oh, Vince Russo is so hard right now somewhere. He doesn't know why he popped a boner, but he did.
But he fucking knows what's up.
He did. Like, oh, bro.
That
Did
was
you
all
know-
sarcasm. I do
TNA
not want that match.
TNA
Bro.
once did a match.
So do not do that.
TNA had an Ultimate X match where they had championships in the briefcases, and there was 3 of them: the World, the X Division, and I
That was
forget
the
what other
women's one, wasn't it?
The men did it too. Samoa Joe lost
Okay.
his world title. AJ got a world like the TNT like or the X Division. Like it was nuts.
Because that's where my thought came from was when I was watching like a review of one of those TNA matches. I'm like, and then put them on a poll.
Bro.
Like,
Bro.
let's do the best of all the worlds.
Mr.
Come on,
Russo,
Judy
you
Bagwell.
see the pillars. That's a metaphor, is and they're the young talent that holds the Yeah, but bro, what if the pillars weren't a metaphor? What if we put actual pillars out there? Like, oh god damn it, Vince. No, that's not bro.
Oh, I bet the set will have some pillars that
Bro,
Darby and Sammy jump off.
bro. And in the middle of the ring is like a giant 4. Like you'd see on a fucking birthday cake, bro. Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the 4 pillars. You got 4 and pillars, and there's 4 of them. And there's 4 wrestlers, bro.
They should save that for like their WrestleMania All Out pay-per-view. I think it'd be too. No,
No, that's where we
Bro.
get. That's where we get Punk Kenny.
No, you don't want to save that. You don't want to have this 4 pillars feud going on half the damn year. That'd be terrible.
well, I always thought it was too early to start the feud, anyways.
Well, no, this is the throwaway feud. MJF definitely retains through this.
Yeah.
This way you get to, spotlight these guys and do something entertaining without having to, hand the belt over or do anything like that. That's what this is.
Okay.
Like I guarantee MJF is coming out of it. Like it's laughable. The difference between him and the next guy, like even as much as I love Darby, like Darby's not, you don't make Darby world champion in your company. If he learns to talk someday, like really well, then you could maybe do it despite his small size because his work is that good and he's that exciting.
Yeah. He
But
gets
we
the
had
belt
one
in
of his
5 years.
best promos ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Then MJF talked.
Darby gets it in a few
and then
years,
Sting
just so he
talked.
did it. We got 2 minutes left, boys.
2
All right.
minutes left.
Well, who was
Oh,
our sponsor this evening?
How about, and we haven't gotten to him yet, but he's starting a little Etsy page. He doesn't want the people to know it's him or whatever, but he is selling something called Sting's Joker Paint. Sting's Joker Paint. My God, you ever have a day at work where everybody is just like, "Hi, I'm an idiot. Can you help me with my idiot problems?" Or they're like, and you're trying to listen, but you haven't even had your coffee, and they're terribly uninteresting, and maybe they smell bad, I don't know. But you ever feel that way? What you do is you buy Sting's Joker paint, you put it on your face, and then all of a sudden you get zany, you get crazy. You could start saying things like, "Hey, fatty, good morning. I don't want to talk to you." And it's kind of like Jim Carrey in The Mask. I don't know.
Or liar, liar.
Yeah, you know what? The script right here says say with enthusiasm and be goofy, but I couldn't muster the energy there. But anyways, you go Joker mode. Please don't hold a gun while you're going Joker mode. Just ask our buddy Joaquin Phoenix about that, huh? You don't do it. Don't do it. That's all I got.
And we will be back shortly. Enjoy the lovely commercial break. Like, share, subscribe. See you in a minute.
Patreon, porn.
1, 2, 3.
And we are back.
We back.
I believe we left off talking about one of the best promos of the night, which was the first promo of the night.
Darby Allin's.
No, the guy that talked first.
MJF.
Yeah.
Like, Darby Allin had a good promo, but like I said, he can't match up with Sting and MJF.
No, yeah, he can't.
And it shows.
But it's nothing against him. It's just they're on another level. I love the fucking pom-poms. Loved it.
Oh, it's with Sting?
Yes.
That was funny.
That was very funny.
Loved it.
I like that you got the throwback. You got the Joker mode Sting. That was funny.
I will say one thing too before Sting came out. MJF called himself how he's gonna be the GOAT. The greatest of all time. And like when Sting's music hit, people were really quiet. Because they were thinking it was gonna be Cult, a personality.
Oh yeah. You think that's what
what I
it
got
was?
from that crowd reaction, because they're just kind of like, are we getting this? And then it didn't happen.
It's
I don't think he comes back and feuds with MJF.
Yeah, I don't think he comes back until after this next pay-per-view.
It'll be FTR, Elite Bucks, something of that 6 people. I would like a Kenny versus CM Punk for Forbidden Door. That'd be fucking perfect.
Well, they're not gonna run a big AEW match at the top of Forbidden Door. It's going to be all cross-company stuff like last year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kenny Punk kind of is cross-company for Japan. If you think about it, he's still one of their boys.
But that they're not going to take a big AEW type match and blow it on the pay-per-view that's specifically just a cross-company thing. I mean,
that's how they're going to get people to buy it. They sell out the United Center for Rampage for Punk.
Yeah, do you think that they need that? It's already a gimmick. Like, it's already a shared thing. Do you think they're going to be like, hey, New Japan, you want to split our Punk purse with us for this show that we're bringing Punk back on? Maybe he comes back on the show. I mean, I don't know.
No, he's coming back that Dynamite on the June 21st. That's why all this wildfire happened. It stems from Rampage tonight.
Oh, something happens on Rampage tonight?
Yes, like a commercial or something. Like something happened, and it wildfired out of control.
A commercial happened on Rampage?
I don't remember what I first read yesterday because Jesse mentioned.
Well, please don't tell me, because I will watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. I didn't watch it but after the live hour happened, that they taped after Dynamite.
Yeah,
and the all the Twitters, that's when they all started taking off with the information.
What was the information?
I don't know.
Can we not?
I'm not at the other computer. I didn't. No, it was all the Punk stuff we're seeing from today. Like
what?
Like how everybody's been reporting. Like,
well, most of the stuff about Punk was because of a Fightful. Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful came out with a report yesterday. That's where most of the Punk chatter's coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with Rampage. What are you talking about with Rampage?
Never mind. Move on.
You're confusing me, sir. Sir, I am confused, sir. Okay. Moving on.
So we had Sting come out, throw pom poms at MJF. That's so awesome.
He said, "I'm not his daddy. I'm more of a cheerleader." And he starts throwing shit at him.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was so good. Like, so good.
I want to see unpainted Sting in AEW.
Maybe. We got the fun throwback. What was he? God, when he tagged with Punk and Darby, and Punk had the Chicago styled Surfer Sting face paint on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sting did like a Chicago face paint. That's what he did.
But they like CM Punk came out with face paint on too.
Yeah, he had the
That was
Surfer
awesome.
Sting. Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's when wrestling was fun. And the elite want to take that away from us. I mean, the elite marks want to take that away from us.
I mean, yeah, it's so funny, man. Like, seriously, like you see people online that act like Punk is just washed and broken down. And it's like he had one of the better like year runs for any guy in a long time. Like, what?
Yeah,
at
he
no
got
point
hurt.
did he look washed until he got hurt. Like
He's also an AEW world champion, bitches.
a two-time AEW,
Two-time.
0 title defenses, but 0 title losses for matches. You know,
Undefeated as a
Mhm.
world champion.
In fact, he lost his belt because he won a fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny. Like the guy's washed, and how many olds they have there. Like Punk is still young compared to some of the people they have there. And you know, shit, Billy Gunn and Dustin have never are putting in some of the best work of their careers.
Right. Punk's got 10 more years.
Yeah, if he wants it, he sure does. And he doesn't wrestle a style that's like, well, I can't kill myself anymore. It looks like I'm useless, so I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
he's not going to kill himself.
No.
Like,
No.
he doesn't need to. He's done all that shit. And like
That's
he's even
Darby's
said
job
that.
now.
He's got steak. He don't need that sizzle. But when he really does need that sizzle, he give that sizzle. And then he'll jump in the crowd and break his ankle.
Yes.
But as is tradition.
As is tradition.
So yeah, Sting, good promo. MJF, good promo. Both outshine Darby, who did fine. He did okay. But he means business. He ain't nobody's boy. And he's gonna win that championship.
And then we had the TNT Championship Open Challenge.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
Oh, that was good. That was better than mine.
Power. I actually have it on my playlist, so it's pretty stuck in my head.
Nice. That was a good squash.
Yeah.
We got Wardlow coming back.
There was a fun stop trying to make QT happen sign.
I saw that too. That was hilarious.
I agree with that sign.
Or stop trying to make QT a thing. Something, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little mean. I mean, I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
QT's not the best,
I
but
bet he gets it.
he does. Yeah.
It'd be like seeing Brandon Cutler and being like, "Shut up, Brandon."
Maybe you're just getting old, Matt, and you just
What's
don't get the
What
trolling.
Kyle O'Reilly call him?
Huh?
Brandon Cutler.
Well, I don't know if it was trolling or if it was genuine, like,
Oh,
QT sucks, make him go away.
I thought it was a troll.
QT runs the school. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, off TV would be the point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, stop trying to make him a thing, you know.
I mean, I liked QT.
Because QTV got a lot of heat online. People hated it largely.
Really?
Yeah,
I
largely
thought it was
hated.
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I
liked it. I don't give a fuck.
It was all right. Like, very WWE, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be my only complaint. Like,
I like them making fun of TMZ because I remember always like surfing channels back in the day, and I'd see that, and that's basically all they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, did they even do that? It seemed like kind of a dated gag too. Like people have been doing parodies of that for a long ass time. Is that even a thing? Do people still watch that?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
still on TV?
I don't know. It
Do
hit the
Are
it hit
any
the member
kids
berries for
watching
me, I
that?
guess.
Oh no, that's fine. Are any kids like watching that and understanding that reference though?
Kids watching what?
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Well, you got to still appeal. You got to have something for all those age groups, right?
10-year-olds don't know what
Mhm.
anything before the year 2000 is.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking if it's still around. Maybe they do if it's still around. I'm literally asking. I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
don't
asked
know.
what, and you guys didn't say. So
You asked
All I
what?
know is like
I asked what you
TMZ
were referring to. And,
Oh, the TMZ TV show that QT was parodying. Remember that thing?
TMZ still around on whatever E or something like that. I think
And I mean, their website, they still have like a news publication.
they're
but,
even
like,
more a news outlet now. They actually scoop stories.
They do quite a bit. Quite a
Yeah.
bit. Everything in the LA area. I mean, they were first on Kobe and shit, I think.
Yeah.
What they do is they live in LA and have police scanner apps.
I read the autopsy. That just reminded me. I read the autopsy report for Kobe Bryant. Don't do that.
I wouldn't. No, I have no desire.
Why?
Why? Medical background, bro. I get interested in that stuff. It doesn't like bother me to like look at it. So
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's fine. I just wouldn't have any interest in looking at that.
the internet sends you stuff. You look at it.
It's
No.
you know, it's a combination of his interest in medical knowledge and his love of NBA stats.
He needs all the NBA.
He needs
stats.
all of the stats. It's a crossover.
I remember crying that day.
A killer crossover. That
Oh.
sucks. That was really sad. Really sad indeed. A tragedy.
Yeah.
We had just started the pandemic, right?
No.
Or this was right before. This was like precursor.
It was right before the pandemic.
This was like January, February, and then we locked down like March, April, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in LA after it happened and before the pandemic hit.
That's why the NBA was like the first sport league to shut down. They're like, all right, fuck it. This is a sign from God. We need to stop.
Thanks, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, no more.
Well, did the NFL or the NBA, did the season start yet?
The last play-in game is Friday. The Bulls play Miami, and I don't know the other side.
I thought they already beat Miami.
No, they played Atlanta to get to Miami because the 10-9 play and then the 7-8 play and a loser and a winner. Like
God, that's stupid.
it's dumb. Only 5 teams per conference do not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No,
It just makes the regular season worthless to watch.
Yeah, it's the
Which is cool as a fan. I don't need to pay attention.
preseason. It don't matter. None of this matters.
Yeah, that's basically a series of exhibitions for people to gamble on before the real teams compete for the title.
Yeah.
So, Matt, what was your rating for that match?
It's a squash.
Squash.
There's no rating. It's just a squash.
Then we have
my rating for that was 1 heart.
Warner.
That was a 1 heart fart.
On a scale of Dalton to Castle.
Then we had
Hernandez.
oh. Then we had the AEW International Championship match.
Yeah. I was
Orange
looking forward to
Cassidy.
this one.
This was the first hour block, right?
Yeah,
This is still first hour.
This
yeah.
was a
still
tight
first hour. Like it was packed. When I rewatched it today, I was like, "Wait, we're still in the first hour?" And it was only the match, promo, squash, and another match already. Like, let's fucking go.
Like both of these matches, and it's not like a fanboy thing because like WWE is great if that's your thing and they're great at doing what they do. So it's not even trashing them, but just like from a pure wrestling standpoint, are you going to get you're not going to get one match this long and laid out like this on WWE TV. Like once in a blue moon, they'll do like a showcase kind of thing. But like, jeez, to give 2 matches to guys like this, that much time in the first hour, it's a wrestling show. And I love that.
Which WWE could do.
They were interested in it, but
yeah, but
that's
they'd
not
rather sell
Raw.
ads and commercials.
They're always talking about, oh, we got to fill too much time up on Raw. You got 3 fucking hours.
Yeah.
I remember I went to see Raw was it last year or the year before? And I'm like, I was literally almost falling asleep.
Just a lot of downtime.
Too
I
much
don't think
downtime.
I'd want to go to a Raw or a SmackDown.
No.
Even a Dynamite Rampage needs to, like I said, it's either Punk or we're not going.
I would go to a Royal Rumble. That is literally the only WWE show I would go to.
You wouldn't go to a
That's the only
Mania if
one I
it was
wanna
like,
go
hey,
to,
Matt, we're
Matt.
going to Mania for free?
If it was one night, yes, but no, I'm not spending 2 nights of my life going to a 5 or 6 hour event. I have no interest in doing that for anything. There is nothing.
Ringside seats.
No, I literally would not want to do it. Both.
And
I
the
would
kids
pick
want to watch it.
I would pick one night, even especially then. That's another thing that pisses me off about it is like, this is still a product that's for kids, especially WWE, and you're going to have an entire weekend. Like, it's preposterous. It's so irritating. And
Royal
then
Rumble's now
to
2
see the
nights
actual
long.
product and see how full of ads and how full of bloat it is just, it's insane.
Like I'm still upset about that. On night 2, it was 10 o'clock. There were 2 matches left. Okay, cool. I'll get to bed about 11 o'clock. No.
It's insane.
It was almost midnight. Like, how do you have 2 matches in 2 fucking hours?
It's insane.
I don't have that kind of
It's
time.
insane. And you know what? If it was one night and okay, well, this card was full of bloat, but whatever, I could live with that, especially because you can just start watching whenever you want. But spread over 2 nights, I can't imagine going to that.
And when
I don't know. I've experienced 2-night shows in person, and I love them.
I mean, that's great. It's not going to be for everybody. Some
Yeah.
people are going to love it, but especially the older that I get, like.
No,
I
get
don't
that.
know.
That's why in
but
person.
those 2-night shows you went to,
I mean, I can't even imagine
TK,
your back handling that.
I mean, I like my favorite
right?
show that I've talked about, the Ted Petty Invitational, is a 2-night show. Like that was always a 2-night show. An
But
indie
it
show,
didn't
that
have
was like 5.5
commercials.
hours.
You didn't have 5, 10, 15-minute commercials after every match.
No,
30
it's
minutes.
solid
between
wrestling.
matches.
Watching Bryan Danielson and CM Punk and Eddie Kingston and Samoa Joe and people
But,
I'm
like,
still watching today.
It was nonstop. Like, you didn't have that huge lull.
I want to know what the main event of night 1 of that show was: Super Dragon versus Excalibur, and me and Kyle were too tired to watch it, so we left because it was 11:45 at night, and that match was the best match of the card.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have the 30, 40 minutes of nothing between the matches like you would have at the WrestleMania.
Also, you know, like, your experience is awesome and your opinion is valid, but in your story that's describing how much you love the 2-night show, the story ends with you being too tired to even stay awake for the main event, so you had to leave, which is part of my problem with the 2-night show. I would hate
one.
That was night 1. Like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I don't like that. That's the part I don't like. Yeesh, just not for me.
Like, when I think about this a lot more, I went to a house show for WWE. Best show I've ever seen from them.
House
Almost
shows
certainly
rock.
better than TV. Yeah.
Our shows are
Yes.
so much better than TV.
Because it's like, oh, here's a match. Here's a promo. Here's another match. Here's a promo. Wait, there's no downtime?
Here's a promo that led to a match, and a match that led to another promo. What?
Yeah. And that's how I feel sometimes when I watch AEW, how they're just like, okay, we go.
Yeah, that's the jam pack in, and then they only worry about ads on the commercials and like jam pack in. And he's like, if I got 80 seconds to get a promo in, woo, someone's getting on the Videotron and we're doing a recorded promo that took 79 seconds.
Yeah. And I forgot where I was going. That's fine. WWE shows. Oh, that's what it was. It's like when the people I listen to on YouTube, like the Cultaholic and What Culture, they complain about 5-hour AEW wrestling shows. And for a while, I'm like, oh yeah, this is long. That kind of makes sense. But now that I think about it, like, there's no commercials. Like, they're giving me wrestling.
And they also are including the pre-show in that time. And it's just like, you don't have to watch the pre-show if you don't want to. It is literally called the pre-show for a reason.
But they're giving me product the entire time.
Yeah, they are. Like, the pacing is totally different. Because, I mean, All Out last year, like, we're looking at the card and TK and I are like, oh no, we're not going to be here till like midnight. We're not going to be here for like 6.5 hours, are we? But it's like, no, it's still going to be long. It's still going to be about 5, but you are getting like 12 or 13 matches and none of them are super short. Like, they are wrestling the whole time.
Yes.
None of them sucked.
Yeah. So, okay, sign me up for that. Like, was I tired at the end? Yes. But
did I drive home?
No. You did not drive home. I drove
you're right.
home.
Was my back really bad?
What?
Yeah, I usually don't drive, right?
No, you usually ask me to drive. Yeah.
It's usually like, here's my car.
Yeah.
Here's my car, gas is free.
We went to the All Out the year before, right?
And I made you drive?
Me?
Or did I drive? No, you were hammered. I drove.
Oh, yeah, we were schmammered.
You and Kyle got drunk and I drove.
But, like, I remember going to that pay-per-view and there was no lull. Like, I was there the whole time. It's so much different when you go to a house show, or not a house show, but when you go to a live tape.
From when we ate B-dubs to when we were at the pre outside pre-rap show.
I mean, even
with the Acclaimed and the Guns and the dunk tank and the rap battle.
That was fun.
And 2 years later.
Even AEW's TV is like that though, too.
Yeah.
Because
4 matches on a Rampage sometimes.
Yeah, they're filming fights during the commercial breaks. All of the commercial breaks happen during a match. So you in the audience don't even know it's a commercial unless you're looking for it.
Well, that depends. Like, you know, if you have the Fight TV and the others, sometimes they get commercials or not. So I love that AEW does that like 3 or 4 times a Dynamite, where they're like, we'll be right back, and I still get to watch wrestling.
Yeah, that's awesome. But this was another great match. OC.
Oh yeah.
We have a story set and continuing where the fighting champion is getting worn down and he's going into this kind of grudge match that's coming out of the trios match from last week, with OC having a hurt hand, his punching hand, more specifically his orange punching hand. This was one I wanted to see. Buddy Matthews and OC looked quite good when they were paired in the trios match, and things kind of started out the exact same pace that they were working at in that match. A lot of dodges, a lot of clotheslines going inconspicuously high for a reason, maybe to be dodged. I don't know. But the guys bounced back and forth and put on a show. Minimal OC shtick, but enough to remind you that he is OC. Other than that, it was serious. Super serious, super serial, super high work rate fun that at no point got too silly and looked bad.
Oh, not at all.
I loved it, man. You guys like this one?
Oh, I loved it.
This was a great match. This is a great story.
Yeah, it was. It lost some of the smoothness. Like, you can tell when they got out of the stuff that they worked on, like the pre-arranged spots, and went into this working, you know. At which point it didn't look quite as smooth all the time, but the story was super solid. And man, yeah, I gave this one another 4 out of 5 for me.
I definitely thought he was going to lose.
I I could have seen it happen. I didn't think he was going to lose just because of where it was happening. And
I thought it was going downhill progressively week over week over week, and I thought
it
this was
still
the week
is.
where it
Yeah,
goes, whoop. So we'll
totally.
see.
And that's another reason the match worked, because like I wouldn't have been shocked. You could believe it. And
'Cause he just keeps getting beat up. And Orange Cassidy's it's gonna be to the point where he loses, but it's not gonna be, oh, he's weak. Like he'll still come out strong from a loss
yeah,
until he does what we expect him to do, which is become Doku or Deku
yeah, he's going to become Deku and
and start
start
using
kicking
his other
people.
hand. He'll break that hand, then he'll start using his legs, and he'll get stronger. And if that happens, I will fucking lose my mind.
Orange kick. Yeah, that'd be really funny.
Like just a spinning roundhouse kick to the face, they'll knock you out.
I mean, yeah, that's Malachi Black's finisher.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's his kick. Yeah, just a roundhouse to the
nice.
face.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy should start doing that,
Yeah, that'd be great.
and then they feud.
I mean, yeah, they already kind of, we'll see where they go. Maybe they keep going with the House of Black.
I think they're gonna go for a while. I hope they do.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe.
I like some Trent.
I think they're going away from it.
I like Trent.
Trent?
Sue?
That was so much fun when they did that last week.
Just imagine Trent going, "Hey, Ma, I want to be on TV again." Sure.
Oh,
Drive to the arena.
all right. So we all enjoyed that match, obviously.
Yeah, really good.
Then we had the vignette of Luchasaurus and Christian.
Does he just have like a new outfit? Is he? This
Yeah.
is 2.0. This is Lucha
Yeah.
Gur. I'm angry now.
Yeah, this is the firmly established, relaunched. I'm a Healosaurus.
The Healosaurus.
So Healosaurus, he's gonna be
And
coming
then-
back.
Some things have changed. That's what Christian said.
Yeah,
But I'm excited to see what happens with that.
I do love Christian,
yeah, Christian's great.
I will say,
aka Jesse.
within this first hour, this is fucking AEW's people outside of Swerve and Christian. But like they're killing it.
I mean, Swerve Swerve was in
and Buddy
NXT for like 2
Matthews.
years.
Oh, and Buddy Matthews, correct.
Swerve and Buddy were basically in NXT for like a few years, and were on the Indies for a decade before that. So they're basically homegrown indie talents. Buddy was underutilized in NXT. I think they gave him one title, the cruiserweight, whatever it's called, the purple title.
Oh, I don't know.
In Swerve, literally, they missed the mark on losing him so bad they rebooted his stable, right? Without him when he left.
And the stable sucks without him.
Right.
And that's a legit thing. But oh well.
Yeah.
Swerve.
Swerve's awesome.
Swerve in our glory.
Then we have Renee Paquette with the best friends.
They are
trying
best
to get a medical
friends.
update.
They say,
And the
"How are
best
you doing?"
friends- The best friends decided to challenge Aussie Open
Aussie,
for
Aussie,
the
Aussie.
New Japan tag belts that they just won.
IWGP tag titles.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey, you want these? We want your belts, and I want to get them." So yeah, they're gonna do that. That's
And
cool.
that was fun.
That was
Orange
fun.
Cassidy couldn't put his hand in
They had to get Renee Paquette to do it.
to do it for him.
Yeah,
And that was fine.
that was cute.
Then we had all ego
All
Page.
Ethan Ego Page.
All the fun
He still doesn't do it for me, guys.
All ego, the living planet, Ethan Page. You know what? I think he's been given bad creative, but he's made the most of it.
I think that's it because
He
I don't
has.
think his talent is bad at all. It's just he's just generic wrestler skin 184
Kind of.
Yeah.
who always needs
Uh,
to be in a stable and like with other people and can't like they don't trust him on his own. Give him a new gimmick. He's Sean Spears without being cool, you know?
I got confused with what Matt Hardy said.
Yeah, what
Me
was the
too.
question? I'll be your Matt
Yep.
Hardy explainer.
I feel like he confused himself because he said the same thing and contradicted himself.
What's up?
Because he said, "Oh, I wrote in our contract, if you lose to Hook, we're no longer under your dominion."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Now we're gonna fight you, so we're no longer under contract."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what it is? He's insane. You
Okay.
See, he wrote in the contract, if Stokely lost, if he lost to Hook, because he lost to Hook last week, then Hardy and Private Party are free. But then he also wrote in the contract, but what we want to do with our newfound freedom is fight you in a match, and if we lose, we're re-enslaved.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's what happened for sure.
Because I remember,
Yeah,
I
it
was
seems like
watching
a
that last night,
contradiction,
I'm
but
like,
it's not.
I was confused as shit. Like, why would you? Like, none of that makes sense. I think the whole point was for him to just be not under contract.
Yeah, I think that it's it, because then like Jeff Hardy comes back and now it's triple ultra super obvious that you're not gonna lose and become
Yeah.
Who did he
Fine.
feud with though? Is he just gonna feud with Private Party and his own little X stable now?
God,
Is that the
maybe
secondary tag team feud for the AEW at the moment?
it could be. I mean, they got the Guns out there, if they're still part of the blah blah blah, or they got to run back the Guns and Acclaimed now.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
mean,
meant secondary. Like there's usually two.
But I mean, you
lower
got
card and then
FTR
the top.
too, just fighting whoever they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know who they wrestle right now.
Watch them go FTR Bucks ASAP.
No, Bucks are involved in the big Blackpool Combat Club feud right now, so they're tied in with them for a while.
What was is it the? It's not the Firm, or is it the Firm?
It's the Firm that Hardy's feuding with right now, so they're probably gonna fuck with the Firm for a while, would be my guess.
Yeah.
And then maybe they can go to the JAS and just fight 2.0. Yeah, Big Bill was so complimentary. I think Tony Schiavone's just like, wow, Big Bill is so impressive. It's like, yeah, keep making Big Bill happen, baby. Big Bill.
Big Bill.
Big Bill.
I mean, we had it happen.
Yeah, Hook came out for a save. We had beat downs, we had shenanigans, and Hook looked like a little boy. He looked like an itty bitty boy
as fuck.
with his tiny, his oversized shirt made him look small, and then next to Big Bill, he looked double
Even smaller.
small. Like, yeah, he looked like a 12-year-old kid. And then it's like the first time we've ever seen Hook just get his ass handed to him. That was weird, and it was a 3-on-3 too. It wasn't like they were losing the numbers game, so that was kind of funny. And then Jeff Hardy, that was all to set the table for Jeff Hardy to make
Came out
his
with
return.
that save, that chair. I like the painted chair. Like, that was fun. That was a lot of fun for me. And let's just hope he stays sober.
You know what's wild is I saw a picture, someone had saw him at a gym and snapped a picture of him from last week, just in the wild. And he, he all natural, he's graying everywhere and he looks gray as fuck. And he kind of looked older, but yeah, he, got the dye job, got hardied up, and standing next to his brother, it's kind of like, man, you're the one who's been the drug addict forever. Because Matt Hardy looks all puffy and looks 10 years older than him. It's like, you guys are the same age, really? And you, Jeff, you look younger and you've had the rougher go. That's crazy. But you know what? Part of being healthy is being fat. Most people don't know that. But here in Chicago, we understand that deeply. That's why we have our well-balanced diet of beef and sausages and lamb on occasion. A lot of people miss that with copious amounts of butter and cheese all the time.
Butter and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Butter and cheese.
Butter and cheese. It's almost Wisconsin sounding.
It's very. Oh, there's a lot of crossover. Yeah.
I was gonna say like beer, brats, cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. They're very similar philosophies. We respect the people of Wisconsin for their food choices. As far north as Green Bay, that's the cutoff. That's where we lose their respect, of course.
In the UP.
Yeah, up there. That's Michigan. So
Is it not in Wisconsin? Is it not
no,
called that?
the UP. Well, I mean, the UP itself is Michigan.
Just Michigan?
It's just Michigan. I mean, Wisconsin has land that connects up there, so like it touches. There's probably parts of Wisconsin people call the UP, but typically when they're talking about the UP, they're talking about the detached part of the state of Michigan, because it's completely detached from the rest of the state. So it's a weirdo piece of land. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the land up there, there is Wisconsin up there. Just outside of Wisconsin, they probably don't refer to that as the UP. But inside of Wisconsin, like when you were living there,
they do refer to it as the UP.
That probably makes sense. I wouldn't know.
My cousin went to school up there in the UP.
The UP, he went up. That's also in Wisconsin. You know, they might be like, yeah, no, it's called the UP because it's up. You look at the map and it's up. You got to go up there.
Gosh, I can't even get my Wisconsin accent out right now.
No, you're trying. It takes all of your language effort to not start talking like this right there, huh?
I know, right?
Like
it just fits
a little bit. Just come on. It's a good one.
Feels forced.
That
one feels forced, dude. Then we have Kenny Omega.
Yeah, he had a cool little pre-tape.
I love the fucking picture in the background with him and Don Callis.
Oh, I don't think I even noticed it.
It was the painting that they had a while back.
I remember that.
Buff bodies and their pictures were on it. That was still in the background during the promo. I was like, fuck yes. I need more of that.
Don Callis is his close friend.
Hey, Don Callis got fucked.
Yeah, they showed that. I wasn't sure I needed that. I get why they showed it.
That cut.
But yeah, I don't think I needed to see it. That's gross.
God, it showed the bone.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's okay. That's what Don Callis's skull looks like. Cross that off the bucket list. Things I never wanted to see.
That was never on my list, but
yeah, right. He took a bad bump.
That's crazy too, because he just fucking fell into the light.
Yeah, just a reminder, even basic bumps are incredibly dangerous for normal people.
But it's not real.
Predetermined, not fake. Predetermined, not fake.
Wrestling is fake. Come on, everybody. None of this shit's real. No one's ever died or gotten paralyzed during a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio only killed one person. He's a Hall of Famer now in the WWE.
You're goddamn right.
Too soon?
I don't know. Most of his fans probably don't speak English, so no one's gonna come and get you.
Oh. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and finish this thing off.
Yeah, sir.
Again, like, share, subscribe. We will be back with you shortly.
At least two of us. TK, huh? Knock, man. Is anybody
you gonna finish this one out, son?
Did he die?
Nah, probably.
I think that he perhaps died. He was cursed.
Did you curse him, Hausen?
I cursed him. He's gone. Bye-bye, TK.
TK Hausen.
TK Hausen is gone. Goodbye. All right, we'll see you guys the other side of this break.
I'll see you guys in a couple.
1, 2, 3.
What was that?
I'm not saying it again now that you're recording.
Damn it.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that to the boy.
Nah, no.
He ain't deserved that.
No, I just thought it'd be funny.
If people knew he did that, I don't know.
Nobody does that ever.
No, never.
Nobody.
Boys.
And he's back.
Mm-hmm.
He's muted. And we're back with the Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio Castagnoli with
Yep.
and Wheels.
And Wheels. The third
And
Wheels.
Wheels.
Against the two greatest wrestlers of all time.
Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson.
Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa.
My 3 and 4.
Yeah, like come on, Landon. Like you knew they were going to win.
This got the fast forward treatment.
I can see that.
I did not watch this.
I
was watching the Bulls.
I fast forward to the end because I fast forwarded through the intros because I didn't need any of that. I did stop at the end just to see any post-match stuff because I am interested in the story. Not hating on the whole thing. I just didn't need to see that match. You knew it was going to be, and I'm assuming it was just based on the aftermath.
You are correct. It was what it be.
They were making the Elite look sympathetic and face.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the match, I think.
Yeah, like now we're beating on these last two guys.
Let's beat up their lackeys. I mean, they came out just fucking attacking him too. They weren't.
That's what they did. Yeah, that's what they do now. That's what they did to Dalton Castle and his boys.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Trash.
Bastards.
But that's what they do. And that's what they did. And the ref called the match because, they're pretty much dead. So
the one time the refs were like, rules.
Yeah.
But it was what we expected. Kenny came out for the save, which was dope. Because they made it seem like he wasn't even there. Like he was in the house with Don Callis' house, taking care of him. And then we had the cuts come out too.
Yep, they were all better too.
We had a super kick party, and we chased the heels away.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I hated that. I don't like they were doing good, kind of building sympathy and really selling the ass beating the Bucks took. But now instead of like, oh, these guys are laying waste to us, build sympathy. They did some real damage. This is serious shit. It's like, lols, that was a couple weeks ago. Not only are we better, but now we're beating your ass. And like they did this with the Blackpool Jericho thing. We're like, oh, they'd trade back and forth. We're beating you up. You're beating you up. So it's like, okay, so we've seen, is it going to be one of those things where like, now that we've seen you fight 7 times, we should buy the pay-per-view so we could see you guys fight.
The 24th time?
Yeah. I didn't like just have Blackpool Combat Club lay waste to them. The Bucks stay home another week, so it sells it better. And then make it more than just we chase you off when you finally do have your confrontation. I don't know.
I wonder if they'll turn Wheeler face when they finally beat somebody out of the BBC. A stable of 4 is going to turn on someone to give him a face turn. I wonder if it'll be Wheeler.
The only person I thought who would turn face from that group was going to be DVD.
Yeah, but he's too easy to be a tweener. Like he can go heel face 7 times in a night, and he's just got the Kurt Angle effect.
No, but I just expected him to be the one
to
go face from that group.
He's such a good heel. He's such a good dick.
Oh, I liked it. I'm glad they went that way with him.
If if that happens, it'd have to be Wheeler. He's the only guy you could do it to.
Yeah, Claudio's much better as a heel too.
And then you can give him the Virgil treatment when he tries to get his revenge. He just keeps getting beaten. It's just he doesn't even ever get to get his revenge. Permanent boy. Sorry.
I don't see Wheels doing anything outside of Blackpool Combat Club for a while.
Yeah, as soon as he's done with BBC Club, he's going to Ring of Honor permanently.
Yeah, he's gonna have to change up his presentation if he's ever gonna be a singles guy. Certainly, he's got enough talent. He's gotta get different presentation and work on the promos.
His initial beat in by Regal, that whole arc was pretty good for him though. That definitely elevated him.
Yeah,
It did. Yeah, he handled it well enough.
That.
Yeah,
made me bandwagon him and be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm a chill for this Wheeler fucking Yuta guy. Wheels it is."
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely never went that far with him, but I did stop saying "get off my TV." He did earn that respect, because for a long, when they're trying to push him, thank God Flexo has never pushed a top guy in the way other companies have. Like WWE loves doing it, just jamming it down your throat, whether you like it or not. Suck our dicks. This is our top guy. But Flexo will take weirdos that he's fallen in love with and be like, yeah, like it or not, this guy's going to be on TV every week. Not a big deal. They're going to lose all the time, but they're going to.
They're on
TV.
TV.
Call that the Sky Blue effect? Can we call it the Sky Blue effect?
I mean, Daniel Garcia 2.0 that whole first year.
I just really want to do it with Sky.
I mean, it's Sky Blue right now. Yeah,
she's
that's
bridging
a good call.
The women's roster.
She's one of those
definitely
guys.
good in that.
Yeah.
And I was about to touch on that.
That's where we're at.
That is the next match.
They were like, give her the veteran, give her Riho.
Yeah, they did the tag match.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, Sky Blue, she's not bad in the ring.
No,
I don't know how
she's very good in the ring.
I mean, let's not get crazy.
Okay, she's okay good in the ring.
She's getting passable.
She's getting a lot of time to get better.
Yeah, that's pretty good according to my standards.
Well, I mean, a lot of people can do moves, dude. It's the stuff between the moves. That's the little stuff. That's what I'm saying. She's getting there. Yeah, she's improved. She's improved. She's not an instant fast forward.
She's this from match, here. She's from Chicago. We got to represent.
This match, I think I gave him 2 minutes before I got the fast forward going.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we went to the end. I just seemed sloppy and lots of everybody in the ring at the same time spots.
They're really one segment that they get every show.
Yeah. Yeah. Fast forward to the end, and then beat down, spray paint, and then jobber. Haters gonna
You mean the AEW Women's Champion?
Yeah, the AEW Women's Champion music hit. And she cleared the ring, and she's great as always. God, give her new music, please, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't clear the ring.
They ran away
from
her.
by DVD.
Oh yeah. DMD came out.
Or DMD.
Yeah. That's
I just pictured Brian.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's his
DVD came out, saved the day. Fuck
just shining wizards on everybody.
He does the Andy Kaufman thing, but he's not comically beating them up and pinning them and making fools of them. He's going full at them. He's just crushing.
But he's trying to hurt them.
He's doing the Moxley on
them. He's putting them in the label lock. He's like, does this remind you of anybody else's finisher?
Where's the weight bench? Too soon?
No, it's not. So yeah, that was a match. Then the things happened and blah blah blah. Anybody got anything to say about that one?
No,
I enjoyed the match.
Good.
it was adequate. It's their one spot on the card. They get 8 minutes.
Rio looked good.
Rio
Ruby
always
looked
looks
good.
good. She's just sometimes she's too small for my brain to be like, that's not real. That's like air.
Like Sky Blue, like you said, she's getting a lot of time, but I think she's getting better. But she needs work on promos and, like you
Yeah.
said, the little things. But yeah, I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the fallout too. And then we have the match of the night.
We were on. This is the main, right? Bearcat versus Fat Jericho.
It's time for the main event, which
But
is
I felt like Bearcat and Jericho together combined watching last night while they're in the ring doing athletic moves, and I'm like, ha! Look at him, he's big.
They should have done like the old like WWE two giants, the whole ring breaks spot for those.
That's been a while, yeah.
They should have done that for those guys, like a
And
superplex.
it's a bunch of like Keith Lee getting slammed, but then like Jericho does an like he runs the ropes and they fall apart.
Keith Lee rolls out of the ring and Jericho goes off the top rope and misses. The ring breaks with just him. This
we
was
can
a very
throw back because Daniel Garcia is still on our fucking Dynamite.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
now
yes,
Jericho's
no
pet.
way.
He's Jericho's boy. He's sitting there remembering, like, oh, remember when there was like a whole feud where I was going to be a wrestler or a sports entertainer, and now this whole plot line is I got beat up and my daddy is sad and angry about it.
And he keeps looking at Adam Cole.
Yeah, so funny. But old Bearcat, they had about as WWE a match as you're ever gonna see, and that's not even necessarily a bad thing. It's a good
It was a good
style
match.
for these guys to wrestle. It
Is
wasn't
Jericho a
terrible.
1-time or 2-time champ?
For AEW? He's a 1-time,
Just 1X.
just
Mhm.
1 time.
I wouldn't mind him getting a second run before he's done.
If you know what, he gets back in shape again.
Or give him a baby title. Give him like the international title to go to like New Japan next April.
Well, he had the ROH. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I try to forget about all the ROH titles being on the show.
But his ROH
He did very
segments,
well with that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then Claudio's like, I'm going to bring honor back to ROH. Then he immediately turns heel.
I mean, Jericho is bringing honor back too.
Yeah, he must. That was good. That wasn't always good, but
The
when
Oak
it was
Show.
good. It was really good. That was fun.
I had fun with that match. I really did.
Yeah,
It was a good match.
Keith Lee, that's a big motherfucker.
he is.
He's so agile. He's so graceful. I love that man. I want to hug him.
Yeah, he looks very huggable, very cuddly, especially now that he's all gray, going natural.
Very eloquent. He reminds me of Cleveland Brown, like all grown up, if he decided to become a wrestler. Hey, Daddy, we gonna go ahead and be eloquent today.
Except, yeah, he sounds like Fraser Crane. So it's Cleveland Jr. with Sideshow Bob's voice.
And then the ending.
Is this the rooster spot?
No, the rooster spot was at the beginning of the night.
No, this was Swerve just jumped up, right? That was Swerve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We assume so. He was wearing
Swerve
a mask.
came back.
It could have been
that's
some
gonna
other
reunite
guy.
them too.
Reunite? No. Oh, like for a feud?
Reignite.
Oh, okay. Okay. It'd be funny. You never know if Flexo's booking, like, and now they're friends again.
I mean, they were
Wait,
literally
what?
fighting, and then 2 weeks later got like the tag titles. So
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
y-
yeah, they're friends. They were fighting. They brought that feud back, which I thought was over.
nothing's ever over in AEW.
Nope.
Swerve's still angry. So they're doing that. Jibba jabba, libbida dib dop.
What is that?
Jericho gets the win. And that's your Dynamite.
Was there a beatdown?
No, I don't think there was a beatdown other than Swerve doing his thing, and then Keith Lee lost.
The beatdown
that-
was the Kenny part of it.
And then Adam Cole came out to console.
Oh yeah.
He stared at him.
Yeah, they were
He did
staring.
the same stare Jericho did the week before.
Yeah, he was taking that moment away from Jericho.
Yeah, and then Adam Cole's like, "Yeah, you got a son? Well, look how big my boy is. Look at him. Look at my large son." And he's like, "Are you okay, Keith? Hey, you should have won that one. You gave it your best, son." And Keith Lee said, "Father, I do believe that ruffian Swerve cost me that match." And
Who won the match?
Jericho won.
What was your rating?
Oh,
2.25.
no, I mean I give it like a 2.5.
That's what I said.
You said 2.25.
Yeah, but according to Meltzer, if we're within 0.25 of each other, it means we agree.
I mean, we do basically agree. It's just
No.
it's not the same. You're
I was gonna
disagreeing
disagree.
about the fact that I agreed with you that we agreed.
Well, now I want to agree that we're disagreeing on agreeing that you're agreeing.
Perhaps your name should be Swerve.
Haha, I'm Bearcat. And I ate Daniel Garcia.
He's been swallowed whole, digested. You always wanted to be the shit, Mr. Garcia. Well,
Let me
How
shit
you
you
are.
out. What's the Rampage card for tonight of this recording, which is 4/13/23?
you're the one that read spoilers about it. You tell
I
us.
didn't read the actual card. I read information that came from the live show that was recording, and I just don't have the actual information. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look that up because I'll
This
get.
is a wrestling podcast. We don't need facts. So
Well, I'm not gonna look that up because then I'll get.
My sources.
yeah, it's just
I
we don't
made
need
it the
facts.
fuck up.
It's about a business company that makes pretend. So you know, I love it. Give me my telenovela.
Give me my money. Free money. Moon money.
And that's our take on Rampage.
Dynamite.
Rampage.
Dynamite. We didn't talk about Rampage.
Oh.
Power Dyna Rampage, Mike.
You gotta give me some of that moon money. Make me watch Rampage.
Yeah, I just give you guys recaps.
Give me that recap.
Mm.
Give me that.
I miss Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
I miss Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Maybe he'll be Claudio and get the title.
Maybe he'll be our first guest.
Oh, that'd be ridiculously funny.
I'll work that angle one day. One day I'm just gonna come to you guys and be like, "Hey, we got a guest. Send this email to this person." You're gonna be like, "Okay," and it's just gonna be somebody that you're like, "Oh, damn, I should be prepared."
That wouldn't be.
How did you get the whole JAS? Well, let me tell you a story.
It's gonna be like a guy that looks
It's-
nothing much like it. Just some like short bald guy.
It's CM Punk.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, he convinced you that he was Eddie Kingston. And we're gonna be like, TK, that's not Eddie Kingston. That's just some guy. And then the guy's gonna be like, I'm Eddie Kingston.
It's actually New Jack.
He's dead.
It's like Donovan McNabb on
Yeah,
It's
on
Always Sunny.
Sunny. We just
Yeah.
watched that episode the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. That is not Donovan McNabb.
Eat McDonald's.
He drives a shitty little car right up.
Mhm.
That's such a strange show.
So funny.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So what are we playing this weekend, boys?
Still remake Resident Evil 4 remake for me.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. Almost done with that one.
What you got, TK?
Nothing.
No games this weekend?
D&D stuff. That's all my time now.
Nice. I'm going to play Breath of Fire 3. Since our last podcast, I've beaten Breath of Fire 1 and 2.
That's an undertaking, man. You got
It
through
really
Breath of
is.
Fire 1 really quick. I mean, it's not terribly long, but still, you got through it.
I had already been playing it. Like, I started it months before. And I had already had Bo. And I had already turned the volcano into a mountain.
Oh, okay.
So I was that far along already. Then I got
Yeah.
Gobi. And then the entire game opens up. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's like the only mass stretch there where you're just Gobi by himself for a minute.
Oh, I just died.
Mm.
And it teleported me right to his town.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I can get like 40 minutes of my youth back if I do that.
Like, I didn't even try. I was like, fuck this. Like, if I die, I die. Let's see where I end up. Like, oh, it took me back to his house or his hometown. Cool.
Gobi. Fun games. SNES.
It was so. Once you get the ultimate, like, transformation and the ultimate dragon.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Auto battle.
Yeah.
Like, I auto battled the entire, like, main boss.
That's how those games are. Well, the first couple, anyways.
2 wasn't like that.
For most of it, it is. Like, especially if you get blue early.
If you get what?
If you get blue early.
Yeah,
in 2,
into.
like as soon as you can, you can just steamroll everything. Later on, some bosses, a little more effort and grinding may be necessary, but
Blue in the first one, she just fucking gains levels.
yeah.
I'm like, why is she 41 now? And everybody else is 35.
She's just the best, man.
Like,
snake women.
I always ran out of mana with her, though. Those battles go too long. I mean, I'm only doing 999 damage per 3 of my 4 attacks.
I mean, that's it.
And it's not even taking away half their health.
Jeez.
That's
Dick moves, man.
Capcom really, like, fuck you over on that one. We're going to make these battles hard. Like, they're not hard.
I'm so happy they bounced back as a company. Things were really dire for them right around 2010.
What are they doing now?
Oh, now printing money with Monster Hunter, revitalized the Resident Evil franchise, doing Street Fighter stuff still.
Is the new Street Fighter out yet? Or no?
No, 6 isn't out yet. It's coming out this year.
Hating on that one.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much. Did they do like a beta recently?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe they did that. Maybe people have actually gotten to play it and they don't like it.
I just see people just hating on things because it looks different.
Oh, like they've been hating on the looks? That's funny. I
like,
mean,
change everything.
Yeah, I guess that
Fucking
makes
people.
sense. I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna look better than it did like when it was, more hand drawn pixels or hand mapped pixels. Like the Alpha series or even the Versus series, most of it, the Tatsunoko, the SNK 1 and 2, Marvel
I
versus
honestly
Capcom 1
loved
2.
I love the Super Nintendo version or like the original arcade version.
Yeah, those are all great. Like I think that look is better than the current stuff.
And the
Not that the
gameplay
current
was
stuff is bad.
smooth.
Yeah, I mean the current gameplay is smooth too. Like
Yeah.
they're all really good.
I mean, back in the day when you have like these weak ass computers and you can do all these combinations. Like, yeah. We lost TK. I think he pieced out.
He did. He hates Capcom. He famously hates Capcom.
He just likes to play Fallout or Fall Guys.
He said, Capcom does not make Fall Guys. I am not a Capcom. I will not cap for com. I'm like, come on, TK, they're really awesome. They're like, you know, super cool third party. It's been around forever, man. Come on, bro. He's like, you are not Capcom. You do not know. I am not Fall Guy. And then we're just like, TK, take your medicine, please. It's a mess. We should never started talking about Capcom. But we're both playing Capcom games, so what are you gonna do?
Keep playing them.
I highly recommend all of the Resident Evil remakes though for you.
I do.
They're all third person.
I do want to play 1, 2, and 3 or 1, 2, and Nemesis. But
3.
I thought 3 was Nemesis for the Dreamcast.
No, 3 was a PlayStation game. It was Nemesis. The Dreamcast one was Code Veronica. That has not gotten a remake. They skipped that one. They skipped to 4.
Okay.
Because Code Veronica was like the real Resi 3. But Capcom wanted a big title for that holiday season. Resi 3 was just going to be a spin-off game, but they're like, no, call it Resident Evil 3 instead. So they did, even though it's basically it's the same location as Resident Evil 2, mostly the same assets as Resident Evil 2, takes place at the same time as Resident Evil 2, but it shows you what Jill was doing at that time. So it literally would have been DLC if DLC existed. But they not only sold it as a full price game, they called it a third entry. And they're like, no, that's not what this is. But Code Veronica kind of was the actual third game, and that was Dreamcast. The big exclusive. Until it wasn't.
Like, I'm worried but excited at the same time to play the rest of the Breath of Fire games.
I think you'll like 3 and 4 a lot.
I've started them both.
Yeah,
like,
I
I've
think
literally
you'll probably
played
like them a lot.
The first parts of both of them. I think 4 is the one that threw me off with going back to Faye. Like the other character, like you play 2 characters.
Oh, yeah. You play as like the good guy and the bad guy in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get far into it.
Yeah.
But it always threw me off, like playing as him. Like, why am I overpowered right now? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And I've got Dragon Quarter sitting. I bought that during the pandemic because I saw someone speedrun it. I'm like, I want to play that game.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
like that.
A lot of cool concepts.
Yeah.
That one's neat. I don't know if it's any good. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but
I don't know.
It's interesting.
You're trying to break out from underground.
Yeah, that's a cool concept. I think for me, 3 is the weakest. I guess because you were talking about it, I was looking at like which ones people regard the highest, and people seem to like 3 and 4 the most. So
People don't like 2 at all.
That's weird.
That's
weird.
Because I looked that up too. Because I'm like, oh,
I don't think that they've aged great. I tried to play 2 like 3 or 4 years ago, Switch Online when that was fresh. And I played through probably half it, and then at that point it was just like, why?
it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's such a grind.
And random battles are like, no lie. I mean, they are tough to go back to, kind of.
Yeah, but in that 1 and 2, they're no fucking jokes.
No, they are pretty heavy.
Yeah, and I can see that with 2 being like the biggest issue. Like the biggest issue. Well, I walked 3 steps. Now I'm gonna fight. Ugh. I'm trying to go here, but I'm in a random battle, and these guys are actually as strong as I am, and they're not giving me enough experience points to be stronger than them. They're not giving me enough gold to upgrade my gear. So I have to spend 20, 30 minutes just walking in a circle.
Oh, there's a lot of that too.
Yeah.
And did you know they made a Breath of Fire 6?
That was a mobile game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was mobile trash. I didn't know it existed, but that was in the dark days of Capcom.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Like, imagine a future where that does really well and Capcom goes the route of Konami. What a sad reality that would be.
That'd be horrible.
That'd be horrible.
I talked with my brother the other day, and he was playing Phantasy Star Online too.
Oh, wild. I downloaded that and never really
I did too.
Much.
I played it a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
It was like too much all at the same time. And I'm easily overwhelmed.
And the most fun I ever had, the most fun I had with Phantasy Star Online was local multiplayer.
Oh, I loved it on the GameCube.
Yeah, that's the most fun I had playing it.
Well, I still have it.
Oh, nice.
And my save files.
There's like no universe where I would care to play it anymore.
No.
Because like the grind ain't worth it. The novelty is gone. There are a gajillion games that do the same thing but way better now.
Like I've beaten the game.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Diablo's existence is kind of like, you do not need to play that ever again. Like,
no.
The D3 and now D4 on consoles offering local multiplayer, like, baby. If you got the itch for that kind of game, there it is, right there.
We're giving you cross-platform.
Yeah.
Cross-platform. I can play with everyone. In the comfort of my chair with a controller.
It's a beautiful thing. God bless the future.
I know. I mean, I can't wait to play it. Well, I played a little bit of the beta.
Did you like it?
Back from Disney. But I was too tired to give a shit about it.
Oh, okay.
Because, I don't. And plus, it was on my laptop. I'm like, I want to play this with the controller.
Oh, yeah. Definitely want to play that with the controller.
I don't want to play games without a controller anymore. I don't have the patience to sit there and use both hands on a keyboard. Get out of here.
Hey, that was always my hang up with the Diablo games.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I hate the mouse controls. Had no interest.
Oh.
Like Diablo 1, I played through on PlayStation. I didn't play that on computer either.
Oh man.
D2, I couldn't really enjoy it as much as y'all, just because of the clicking. I'm a heathen. I'm a dumbass, whatever. I just never enjoyed that as much. D3, when it came out to consoles, got that shit, enjoyed it, played the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I always thought you said like you hated how you would watch us all play that at
oh yeah, it sucks. I'd be like, hey guys, let's play Magic the Gathering. And you guys be like, we are gathering in Diablo land. And I'd be like, Guys, come in.
Hey guys, come on.
Like I started some characters, but it'd always just be like, all right, cool. All right, so what are you guys doing now? Like, you're playing your end game characters? What's the end game? Oh, just doing the same shit over and over again, hoping to get an SOJ and talking about SOJs all day?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. I think the review days are like, hey, everybody, let's go to the baseball game. Woo, yeah, everybody, let's go. And like, nobody would go. So I'm like, all right, I'm going by myself.
Well, be here when you're done.
Yeah. I'll go see the White Sox. You guys go fight Diablo again. Or I would think when it first came out, like Mephisto runs were the popular one. You guys would run Mephisto over and over.
No, that was the expansion.
Really? I thought the expansion was Bale.
Or Ball. Oh.
I'm talking about the base game. Mephisto runs were more popular than Diablo runs for the end game.
Yeah, because
he
dropped better gear.
Yeah. The third boss versus the fourth boss.
It made perfect sense.
Hey, why not? Diablo talks too much.
And then you can't do map hack for reasons.
Yeah, that's a downside of that console. That otherwise,
like Diablo 2, for real, like give us map hacks. Oh no, this is so much more fun. Really? This is fun, me walking around this area.
There were
30 minutes.
There were a bunch of basic quality of life improvements that they just decided not to put into that full-priced remaster.
Yeah, they really fucked that up.
You lazy fucks. Yeah, that could have. Like, I'm absolutely fine with what they did visually with the game. That was also a low effort HD upgrade. That said, appreciated. I like the way that game looks.
It played well with the controller.
It played well with the controller, but like certain inventory stuff, certain anachronistic design choices, a lot of things that they could have changed without changing the essence of the game. Just updating it even to the standards of the game that succeeded it. Like, there's a bunch of things D3 changed that pretty much everybody universally agrees are good, and they're still like, yeah, but no, we're going to be purists about bad things too.
Like, oh, good luck getting any of these items that you actually need.
You piece of shit. You
like, it was fun
garbage.
to member berries it to play it again. It was fun. But like, after playing D3, I'm like, I prefer D3.
Yeah.
Like, you let me play the game. And you're not like pigeonholing me.
Yes.
I have to actually play with other people.
Yes. D3 is better.
But
D2 looks better.
D3 has a new season, and I started it the other day. And it's kind of cool. And I'm just kind of like fucking around on it. And I don't have to play with other people. I can just play the game.
All right, so rank them. D1, D2, D3. Rank them.
D2 number 1, D3 number 2.
I thought you just said D3 was better.
I still like D2.
Oh, it ruins the joke.
Oh.
I was going to dunk on you for thinking the third Mighty Ducks movie was the best and the first was the worst. But, hey, what's she going to
do? Yeah. But
thanks
like
for
the video.
Assholes.
Share the video.
We love you. Listen, subscribe, share. Peace.
Hopefully we'll be back sooner